just went ahead and started my stream.
Oh,
Uh,
you started what? You started your stream?
yeah, because I don't want to have to retype it in here in a second anyway. No one's
Oh,
connected to me yet. I haven't sent it
no,
to.
I've got mine loaded and ready to go. I won't do it until we're in the pit lane, and then we'll give it the old intro. Do you want to lead the intro, or do you want me to do it?
Go ahead and lead since you're the lead guy,
Oh, well, man.
as as you said.
Ooh,
What am I trying to find
it's
out?
been such a while since I've done this, though, man.
Just I can.
It's prospects e-racing league, isn't it? That's what they're
Yeah,
called.
yeah. If you're
Yeah.
more comfortable, I can do it. I mean, whatever's
No,
comfortable.
it's fair. It's fine.
Whatever's
It's fine.
comfortable for you, buddy.
I'm quite happy to drop the bomb in, and we'll go from there. We'll go from
No,
there.
yeah. We just want you absolutely comfortable.
We'll just work it. We'll just work it. I've got some notes, and I've got some other track notes loaded on the internet, ready to go.
But it's funny. I can't see my. Oh, there it is. I wanted to be able to pull up the main chat.
Oh shit! So I was chatting to Patty literally just before we started talking to each other, because Matty was up in there saying about that he's been fucking kicked in that.
Huh? Which? Hey, I thought we couldn't say that, man. I thought we could. Thought we couldn't.
Oh shit, you're live.
Oh,
You're
bro.
live. Yeah, we can't
Yeah,
talk
man. We
about that.
can't be talking
Yeah,
about people like that, bro.
nah, man, nah, because of yeah, he was up in there
Yeah,
talking about it,
yeah.
but
I don't
yeah,
even know what's going on there. What a
I
chill.
don't, but yeah, it's what it is. It's
He
unfortunate,
who
man.
can't
It's
be
part.
named.
Yes, the Dark Lord himself.
You know.
Right, I'm loaded up with water this time as well. There's no beer.
Some root beer.
No beer, just water tonight.
Let's
I'm
see
ready to
who we
go.
got. Yeah.
Why is
No.
everyone red? Why is everyone red for?
That's a,
Oh, you
man.
don't. Oh.
Don't get me started. I'm the last person to answer that one.
But this game, I swear, like the amount, like, 'cause I do stewarding in Kai's league, and like
What
some
am I
of the
looking?
footage that I've had to watch through the clips, so it's like the lobbies have been so broken recently.
Yeah, it can be quite. It can be quite hilarious. Uh, yeah, I'm a steward, so I see a lot of different tickets. So
Yeah, man.
people are very
I've only
unique
just,
in their presentation of
yeah,
who they are
I've only
sometimes.
just started doing stewarding, but I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the ones that like to argue with me. They don't get anywhere.
Uh-oh. Yeah, hey, don't be a parent. You must be tough on them kids too, man. Come on, man. Let them
Mate,
kids go outside
I'm
and play,
fair.
bro.
I'm fair all round, mate. I'm fair
Be,
all
be
round.
nice. Be nice to the kids, bro.
Well, I'm nice enough. I'm nice enough.
Uh-oh. Don't let
Right,
them
so
get
we're
away with
loading
them.
in now. This is getting a bit real now. What is it? A short quality or is it? Yeah, it's got to be
No,
short
it's no.
quality.
No. Yeah, it's short call. I thought you were talking about the sprint race. Yeah, it's short call.
Is there a sprint race?
No, not this week.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, you had me. Oh, I was getting a bit worried there. I was thinking,
Oh
fuck, there's
snap!
a sprint race. Right, I'm just waiting for it to load in, and we're gonna go live. Gonna give it the big one.
Oh
Ah.
snap! I'm trying to find the general.
All I know is Troye is running away with this tier at the minute right now. That's all I know.
Yeah, and I don't have
Right.
it. Yeah, going to the main paddock. Oops. All right, you want to set us off? Set us up.
Right, let's go. Wait, I need to get this
As you're
lap
getting
data
set up
up.
here we are here in Season 9, week 7 here in Prospects E-Racing League. My name is Artistic F1. I'm here with the Fluff, who's back with the
Hi,
Fluff. I
mate.
haven't been with us here in quite a while, but today he's going to be getting down with us. He's
Yes,
been one of our
bro. Yes, bro.
commentators as well as one of our drivers over the course of the last
Well, I'm
few
about to go.
several seasons.
Sorry, but
So,
sorry to interrupt you. I'm about to go live on their Twitch channel now, so I'm gonna give it the intro now as well. It's good to be back with you, by the way, buddy. It's good to be back with you.
make it happen, Kevin.
Right, and we are going live. Yes, hello and welcome on in tonight. This is the Prospects E-Racing League. This is Tier 1, this is Round 7, and this is Season 9. And we're here today at Baku, Azerbaijan. And I'm joined in the commentary box today with Artistic. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to see you. Great to see the Fluff back with us. It's been quite a while since we've shared the comms together. It's been several seasons, by the way, but I think my first season doing comms, I think the Fluff was a part of that experience, so it's great to come on back to your roots. So great to hear
Well,
you back, Fluff.
it's a pleasure to be back here. I'm very excited, and I've jumped on board with Ali, who seems to be the first eager beaver out on this short quali session here. And he's had a little slip and slide heading into the second sector. I think it was just coming out the castle section by the looks of it as he's coming around the final parts of sector 2. He's coming down into turn 16 here, so he's just about to hit the third sector here, setting up his flying lap. So we'll stay on board with it, with the first person to lay the noise down here in Tier 1 in this short quali session. The weather doesn't look like it's going to be too bad.
Yeah, and it looks like that's good because on this track it can get kind of dicey. We got like a 6-kilometer track, 3.7 miles. We're going to be doing 26 laps here in Azerbaijan, Baku. Well, already we see right now Troy A is out of the race. That is our championship leader. And last year he actually won the actual race here when we raced here about 8 months ago. Troy A actually qualified and won the race, so he's out right now in quali starting
He's
off.
out of quali, and it's not the end of his race so far, but as far as I'm aware, the guy is running away with this tier right now. But
Yeah.
it does look like Ali has got caught up in a bit of traffic. Hopefully that doesn't slow him down as they're going into the second sector here on their flying lap, running down into turns 5, 6 and 7.
Yeah, Troy's got a pretty comfortable lead right now. He's got about 30 points on Basil, who's sitting in second place, followed by Equazar and chased by Coconuts and Annoyingly. So we got a three-way fight for the third position, and those top two seem to be pretty fixated.
Wow. That's interesting because Equator doesn't seem to have shown up tonight, so he could be out of that battle depending on what happens here tonight.
Yeah, and he might not like this circuit because I believe last season he qualified ninth, and some type of way I think somebody hit him and he spent out and around lap 4 and didn't finish the race last time around. So he might have figured, hey, I just didn't want to deal with Baku, you know.
Well, some drivers do have their favourite tracks, and unfortunately, Azerbaijan, Baku is a very unforgiving track. I mean, if you make a mistake here, it is so punishable. You could either end up causing damage to yourself, other cars, you could even DNF hitting into a wall.
Yeah, it hasn't been.
You've got Ali Elia setting a 141.179. That is the benchmark right now. That is the benchmark.
Yeah,
I anticipate the next one coming round.
I anticipate.
Carney is just behind. Go on, sorry.
No, that's totally my bad. Go ahead.
So I'm just trying to flick through now to see who's the next one about to cross the line. Oh, it's Tintoretto. He's putting a 141.169. So it's quite even at the top so far.
Well, I mean, so far we're looking at about two seconds off of our pace from last time around. I believe Tintoretto about 8 months ago qualified at 140.821, and right now he's about a second slower than he was just 8 months ago. So,
Oh, there seems to be a
Oh,
little bit of shenanigans in the castle there. Because I jumped on board with Patty, who's setting his flying lap. He might have got held up by that. I don't know. It was a bit of a scary moment. My heart is pounding through what I just seen on the onboard camera.
yeah, it
There
looks
is a
like it
car
was.
just parked up in the middle of the castle section.
Yeah,
That's one of the scariest sections in this track, let alone in the calendar. It's an uphill chicane of a left, right, left. I mean, you lose it there, that's the end of your race.
yeah, it's Alfa Romero. I'm trying to figure out who was in the Alfa. Is it Taste? No, it must have been Mythbusters. Mythbusters is out.
Ooh. So at the moment, people are just putting in their first quality laps. You got Kai Mears jumping straight into P1 with a 140.992. Now that's a nice benchmark to be hitting round Baku. But I know that these guys have got a lot more to give. A
That's
lot more
right.
to give.
Come
Patty
on
sat
now.
himself in the P7 with a 144.931. He obviously got a little bit shook up with that car parked up in the castle section. So let's have a look now. So I think these guys have done all their flying laps. I think they're on a little quiet and down lap, might be coming in. You got Polowski down there in the Haas. He's out on a flying lap. I'm giving the
Oh,
crowd a wave. I'm giving the crowd a wave.
yeah, I'm pulling up our Twitch to see if we got anybody joining us this evening.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a few guys up in the chat right now, showing some love to the commentators, giving them all a massive wave.
I'm trying to get to you, y'all. This computer mine is not in a hurry. I tell you, unlike everyone out here on this circle today, is trying to get after it before that rain gets after you.
Yeah, I mean the guys have they've set the top eight have set their laps now. You got Polowski, he's out. He's going to be the first one doing the next flying lap, or is it Beast? Oh no, it's Beasties. My bad. Beastie's out on track. Let's see what Beast is. I don't know where he's quite sitting right now in the season. It's been a while since I've been here, but like I know Beast and I know he can bring that noise to this track today. He is renowned for laying it down.
We see, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Beast is a F2 driver. I mean, I'm sorry, that's F2E. Beast is a Tier 2 driver that is a reserve into Tier 1 today. So he's Tier 2 with Tier 1 speed. So look out for him. If he actually gets any points, oh, we've got a Haas. Just Coconuts is off the road. Just Coconuts might not like Ashi Banan too much.
I think just Coconuts is pulling aside to let Beast go through. He's already
Oh,
done his flying
no, but it
lap.
looked like he might have hit the wall in the process of doing so.
By the looks of it, Basil has taken himself out on his outlap.
Okay,
He
he doesn't
seems
have
to
any
have been
damage.
retired from the session. So let's see what he's going to bring now as he's coming into the final couple of turns here in Sector 2 at Baku. Driving in his Williams, he's coming down into turn 16. Running it through 17. 18 and 19 here, very, very fast S-bend. And 20's a bit Mickey Mouse. It's sort of like the run-up to the longest straight on the calendar. I mean, this straight is actually 3.73 miles long, and the drivers are hitting at speeds at about 217 miles an hour. They're hitting the brakes to hit that 90-degree left-hand turn into turn 1. But Basil's landed himself into P2 with a 141.136. So Kai's looking pretty up there right about now, but I do believe a few of the guys have gone back out on track to have a second bite of that apple. We're looking at about 8 minutes 45 seconds here left of quali, and it's already looking to be such a great
Oh,
race.
we
It's
lost
so
Basil
tight out there
already.
on the board.
Looks like we lost Basil.
Yeah, I did say Basil. I think Basil lost his composure on his outlap. He might have hit
Oh,
the
I
walls.
missed
Like I
that. I'm
said
sorry.
earlier, this track is very, very unforgiving. You make the slightest mistake, and you will be punished. You'll be head diving into a wall. There's zero runoff on many of these corners here. So these drivers have to be alert. They have to be aware, and they have to be at the top of their game here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you got to give the other guy opportunity to make some mistakes here, because if not, you would definitely climb up the gearbox to somebody.
Well, I mean, this like as well. It's like this track here is known as the slipstream mecca. Like the slipstreams on a lot of the straights are unbelievable, but there's very, very little room for passage.
Yeah, you absolutely got to be able to pick your spots. Pretty much that long straightaway is about your best probability. Or turn one oftentimes creates its share of passes as well as messes. So, you know, it's typically feast
Yeah,
or famine on turn one.
yeah. The favoured overtaking points of this track are turn one. Turns 3 and 4 are obviously are good overtaking opportunities, but you've got to be so bang on with it. You've got to make sure it's so clean and crisp, because otherwise you and the person you're trying to pass are going to end up in the wall in the end of the race. So I'm going to jump down to Payne's dead. He's one of the guys that hasn't set a lap yet, and he's out on his flying lap as he's hitting the second sector here. He's just coming through the castle. Total Carney's nipped P1 off the car at the minute. I missed that. With a 140.571. Total Carney is in P1 right now.
Getting
There's
it
still
done.
over 6.5 minutes left of this quali session, so Kai could have a second bite of the apple here, or he could just take it. Tintoretto's jumped ahead of him with a 149.26. I'm just
Yeah.
sat back here seeing what the guys are going to bring as they're going to set their
What,
first flying lap.
what,
Nosey, it's
Tintoretto just a few months ago was at a 140.821. So right now he's just about a tenth slower than he was. He's pretty much right on cue, Mr. Consistency.
it's not bad. It's not bad. And Payne's dead has jumped straight into P2 of a 140.608. So these guys, everyone apart from Polowski, who I'm going to stay on board with now, who's on an outlap. He's on an outlap. I'm going to see who is on a flyer. Any of these guys are out on a flyer trying to improve.
Oh, we got
I've jumped on board with F1 Nerd. He seemed to be 0.8 of a second up already. Not really expecting any upsets for this race, are we? I mean, Baku always has its sort of show as it is anyway. It's such a tight track. As you can see, there's zero runoff, there's zero room for error here, so it always brings a great race to watch. I mean, are you predicting anything for the race, Artistic?
I guess it would be too easy to pick Troy A. I'm gonna go and say, let me look at my board here. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Tintoretto. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Tintoretto. And Troy won it last time, but I don't think it's going to be hard to come back, being able to not qualify and coming back 15 spots to win it on this type of track on 26 laps. So it's going to be amazing to see him do it if he can, but I'm going to say Tintoretto right now.
Well, we've got to see. F1 Nerd seems to have pulled out of that lap and gone into the pits. Patty's slightly down on his time. He's not gaining much, but he could gain it in the second sector. We'll keep an eye on him for now. Out there in that, he's gained some time back. He's 6/10 under his current time as it is. So if he holds that, should chuck him into P8. Looks like Beast and Tintoretto are out for another go at their flying lap here, trying to edge up that grid, because everybody wants to get as high as they can for the start of the race here, with not many overtaking opportunities here at Baku. Ooh, he done better than what I thought. He's landed himself in the P6 with a 1.013. Not bad from Patty Pat, not bad. Let's see what David Boyer's doing. Oh, he's up 4 tenths. He could gain himself a position here if he holds it together. Oh, he does. He gains that position. He's up in the P9. Polowski's on an in lap. Patty Pat's on an in lap. Oh, it looks like Kai Mears isn't having any of it anymore. He's sat on his laurels for a bit and he's going out into the final bit of this quali session. There's 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Has he got enough time to get out, do his outlap and set the flying lap? It looks like Tintoretto's the first one out of these guys to try and take pole position here. And he manages to hold P4 for Tintoretto. Beast didn't seem to do anything much there either. Oh, Tintoretto's up by 2 tenths, but it's not enough. It's not enough to gain a position yet. Oh, now he's 4 tenths up as he's entered sector 2. It's enough to claim P3. It's enough to claim P3. I don't know about you, Artistic. I'm a very, very big fan of this circuit here.
Yeah, it's really nice. Very beautiful circuit. You know, who wouldn't enjoy just looking at the landscape?
Oh no, it's literally goes around the city of Baku. It's such a brilliant circuit. It's very challenging, and it's one of 4 street circuits in the current F1 calendar at the minute, and it's one of my favourites. Singapore is actually not one. I don't know why I say that. I like Singapore too.
Yeah, I think this one and Australia would probably be the 2 most favorite street circuits for most sim racers, most especially.
Now let's see what Tintoretto's doing. He's got himself in the P2. He's bagged himself P2 so far. Provisional P2 of a 140.579. Now I'm going to jump down to Kai Mears, who's out. He's only up by 5 hundredths of a second. Sorry, I had to think about that then. My brain was going tick, 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 and I didn't know what that number was. No, he's just coming down to the final bit. I think he had a little bit of contact with the wall, I'm not sure there. Or it might have been a little bit of a wobble off the curb. Whoa! Alia sniped P1 with a 140.486. Sniped it right at the end. He waited right to the end to claim that, but is Kai going to take it off of him? There's a few guys still out on track, so it's still provisional. It's still a provisional P1. Oh, it's a P6 for Kai Mears. So who's the next one down? David Boyer. He's stayed in P9. Who's next? I'm trying to find who's next. It might be F1 Nerd. No, it's not F1 Nerd. Is it Beastie? No.
I think it's Kalimo.
Yes, these guys are fast here. This is tier 1. This isn't for the faint-hearted. So you got Tintoretto having another go at it, even though he's on his in-lap. Sorry. So Beastie. You got Beastie and Nosey. Nosey's just ahead of him. Nosey's not improving as he's headed into sector 3. Nah, he's still in P5. Beastie, what are you bringing, bro? What are you bringing? Oh, he must have had a bit of a wobble. So that's it. That's quali over now. And there's an interesting quality. It's very close. It's going to lead up to a very, very interesting race. It's going to be close. It's always close here.
No doubt.
Close. Every race I watch is close.
And that's
So
before you.
yes, artistic. That is the quali session over.
Yeah, it goes by so quick, you
What are
know.
your views on it?
I think it's really interesting. I think the most interesting thing is the fact that Ali being in P1. I think he probably didn't like the
Yeah,
fact that he was not, selected for the winner. So let's see him get on out there and prove me wrong. But let's call it down
yeah,
for us before we run out of
exactly.
time.
Yeah, exactly. So, like you said, P1, Ali. The Total Carney in P2. You've got Tintoretto in P3. Payne's Dead rolling up in P4. Nosey in P5. Kai Mears in P6. You've got Beast in P7. You've got Patty Pat in P8. You've got F1 Nerd in P9. And you've got David Bower in P10. That rounds up the top half of this grid here. It's definitely a very, very close quality. It's definitely going to be a very interesting race here tonight.
Yeah, it's anybody's race. Anyone's race.
It definitely is. It definitely is. You got the current championship leader. I think he might be starting from the back, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to see him come back from some of the drivers. I mean, it's not as if these other drivers aren't also speedy. And as you said before, this is not the easiest track to pass on. And if you, even when you do pick your spots, I mean, it's only so many spots you can pick on a given lap. So we'll see how he fights back.
Exactly.
It's going to
So
be interesting.
basically, this is all going to come down to strategy. It all depends on strategy, really, for our current leader at the minute.
Yeah. Well, what do you think our tire situations are going to be?
Hmm. Well, softs actually don't last that long here because it's so hot and there's a lot of 90-degree corners, so there's a lot of pressure on the tyre, especially into turn one. Like I said, as you're going at the 217 miles an hour coming down on the brakes into that 90-degree left-hander, like there's a lot of 90-degree turns here, so it's going to be a bit terry on the tyres. Maybe if it was me, maybe I'd go longer on the hards and then go on the mediums. That'd be me. But that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not in a racing car. That's why I'm sat up here with you, mate.
No, I think that's probably going to be a very popular tire selection because think about the hards. You have the opportunity to stay out there longer, but you do run the risk
You
of
have
losing
to make.
time. You run the
Yeah,
risk of
but you
losing
do
time to
have to
pass.
make the most of it as well. You do have to make the most of it as well if you're going to take that strategy. Can't just sit back on your laurels. You've got to push, push, push.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to push on a circle like this, though. You almost have to be just as patient as much as you push. You almost have to give the other person the opportunity to make a mistake, hit some walls, bump into another car, make a mistake in the gear shift because most of these drivers use no assist. Most of them are manual shift drivers. So there's always the opportunity for somebody to stay into a gear too long, or not come into one fast enough, or slip a gear, something along those lines. So. It's anybody's ball game, especially turn one and two. It's going to be exciting.
Ah, the dreaded turn one, turn two here at the start of a race. I'm quite glad I'm sat up here because boy, we know any turn one can be pure carnage, pure carnage. There's the guys going around the track now on their formation lap, trying to get as much heat into the tyres as they can to get this race underway here. Like you were saying earlier, artistic. We're running 26 laps round here.
Yeah, listen, this formation lap gives everyone a chance to get their tires heated up. But, not everyone will have their tires at the right temperature. Not everyone gets the right start. I've seen many a time, people try to just jump off that start line and hit the wall, take out the other two or three drivers, and, yeah, you spend
Well,
several hours.
it does look like. Go on, sorry.
No, no, no. Your bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Sorry, I just flicked onto the tyres that have been selected here. You've got Kai who's gone for an aggressive one on the softs, like a good 90% of the pack are on
Okay.
mediums, and our two at the back, Basil, Troyer, are on the hards. They're going for that longer stint. So's Clemo and Just Coconut. So these boys are going on the longer stint by the looks of it. I'm on board with Kai Mears. Well, I might jump up actually. The Payne's Dead for the start of this race. Yeah, softs is
Yeah.
an interesting call here. It's quite an aggressive move at the start.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye back here in the back of things, and Captain Harkins says soft. That looks like an interesting call. He's talking about them softies out there. Who's on soft tires right now?
Kai Mears is on the soft. He's gone for the aggressive start.
Oh snap! All right, let's see
Right,
what
I've
Troy
jumped on the
does.
Pains Deads for this start. So we've got 4 lights, 5 lights. And the lights are out, and it's a go here at Baku as the guy's going into turn 1. Tintoretto's had an absolutely great start there. He's got the jump into turn 1. He's done Ali earlier. You've got Total Carney making his move now. He had a little look. He's dived back on the inside. Kai Mears has got himself up into P4. I'm jumping on board for this battle. Pains Dead has got him on the inside. Oh, this is a great start to this race. I'm loving this.
Well, Troy A's already moved up a couple of spots into P14. He's trying to slice his way through the surface, but it's going to be, oh, you almost hit the wall. Like I said, this is not going to, oh, looks like we got a McLaren spent out. That looks like Knowingly's out, and that allowed the other McLaren, Basil, to jump into P12.
I'm jumping back up to the top. I'm jumping back up to the top where the action is. It's so tight all across the board right now. But as the race goes on, we will start to see these gaps. But well, let's see if they make it through Castle, because that's a very, very tricky part of the track. You got Pains Dead all over the back of Carney coming out of Castle there. There's a few gaps forming now. Most of the drivers have made it through the Castle section. One of the trickiest sections on the calendar in the F1 at the minute.
Yeah, and this is one of those circuits where there's going to be some times where there's going to be a little bit of, there could be a little distance between cars. There could be some little intervals, and it's going to be some peaks and valleys amongst drivers here. And I don't think it's going to be consistency among laps. You may drive great on one lap, and the next lap it can get kind of squirrely on you.
Oh yeah, it definitely can, especially with that tyre wear in the later stages of the race. I mean, I've jumped on board with Kai Mears, but I'm skipping up to Pains Dead, who's all over the back of Total Carney. He's having a look on the outside there on the brakes, hard into turn 1. He's having a look round the outside. Total Carney. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
Ooh.
Oh, Polowski's out the race. There seems to be an incident, so that held off that move. That looked like a glorious battle from P3. P4, they was having a tight battle into turn 1, and luckily they'd seen the flags before I did and got on the brakes and held off. Hopefully it isn't a fully blown safety car, but we are under virtual safety car conditions.
Well, both Troy and Mythbusters went into the pits. Troy's coming out on the mediums, and
that's a very interesting call, because it's only a virtual safety car. It's only a virtual.
Yeah, I wonder if he had some damage. He must have hit the wall when I thought he did there. Looked like he had barely escaped it, but I had a bad angle. He must have hit the wall. Came in, changed his tires. I'd imagine he changed the wing as well. He's going to get back out there from 15th and see what he can do.
He was trying to recover that damage. Like I was saying earlier, this track is so unforgiving. Slightest little bit of mistake, slightest little bit of contact between drivers, and it could cause serious wing damage.
Well, those softs have already helped Kai. He's moved up one spot.
Oh yeah, he's got the grip in the corners, but it did look like that Pains Dead's got a better setup, because he was pulling away from him. So we got to the end of the first lap, and we're under a virtual safety car already. Unfortunately, we've lost Polowski. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. This is racing.
Yeah, it's funny because he never actually showed up on my screen. I have the number 16 grayed out, and I don't even have a driver. I don't even know who that was. I'm like, I see a white car. Who was the white car there? So that's been how I didn't know who it was.
It does look like we're back under racing. The DRS has been engaged now, and I've jumped back on board with Pains Dead, who's just hit turn 1. He's trying to chase down Total Carney again, who's right on the back of.
Oh, look like we got
Tintoretto.
We got Patty Bat hit the wall. Oh, he's sliding all over the place now. There's a huge pile up.
Pile up into turn 2. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag in sector 1. What caused
beast. That? Oh man, I didn't catch you calling, but I seen him caught about 5 cars. Look, I got about 5 cars in there. I'm on board with Beast right now, who's trying to get spent around. He's got to be absolutely frustrated. Hey, good thing is tomorrow, you're actually a tier 2 driver, buddy. So you're just trying to get a few laps in. But we got a 5-second penalty. Speeding in the pit lane for Basil.
That was pure carnage into turn 2 there. I didn't catch it because I was focusing on the guys up front. They were all getting really close at
Well,
this
look,
restart here.
I'm gonna have a look at the race director and see who the race director is saying who caused this incident here. Collision with just coconuts and Mythbusters. Knowingly F1 nerd. Oh, knowingly F1 nerd.
So there's a yellow flag in sector 2 now as well. It looks like Patty Patch dropping down a little bit.
Yeah, Mythbusters is struggling back there as well as Beast.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. F1 kind of jumped the curb a little bit. Basil's carrying a penalty right now. I don't know what that penalty's for. Can you give us a bit of insight on that, Artistic?
But the speeding in pit lane, if I'm not mistaken. But let me have a look at the race director.
Looks like we're under a virtual safety car again. So we're into lap 4 and we're under our second virtual safety car. Let's have a little look, see what the race director's saying, shall we?
I'm having a look in Basil right now. What is Basil? One with William to see the track limits. Oh, he had a collision with F1 nerd, so...
okay.
No, I take that back. Yeah, no. No, he had a collision with David Boyer. I read the name wrong. Beast had a collision with F1 Nerd, and Basil had a collision with David Boyer. But it's interesting that Beast only had a warning, and Basil actually looks like he's got a 5-second penalty. F1 Nerd's got a drive-through.
Yeah, it's a 5-second penalty. F1 Nerd's got a drive-through penalty. I don't know what he's been doing out there.
Speeding under the virtual safety car. He just said he was speeding under the virtual.
The flags have gone down. We're back underway with the racing now. I'm on board with Payne's Dead. I'm going to jump down to Kai Mears, who's just at the back of this pack of the top 5 here, as this race has got underway. We're in lap 4 now. There's another yellow flag in sector 1. There seems to be a little bit of a pile up there. It looks like Traore's parked up. I want to jump down, but it's getting so spicy up here.
My door. One second.
Traore? No, it's not Traore. It looks like it could be Mythbusters. Mythbusters is out the race. Kai seems to be dropping off the back of these top pack here. So let's jump up to Total Carney as they're going down into turn 1. Total Carney's gone down the inside of Tintoretto. He's made it hold. He's alongside going into turn 2. This could be dangerous. Oh, there's contact. Oh, Tintoretto's gone into Carney. Carney's lost his front wing there. That is so unfortunate. I mean, that is dangerous going into that turn as it is. It's so tight. The only exit there is the tarmac or the wall. There's no in between. I'm surprised there's not another virtual safety car here.
All right. I had to step outside for just a minute. Had the delivery at my door.
I hope Total Carney is alright. He's lost his front wing. Him and Tintoretto went into turn 2 having a really tight battle. And that's not one of the places you want to be having a battle. It's going to end up one or two ways, and it ended up the worst way possible.
Yeah, we talked about that before the beginning of the race, how turn 1 and 2 are typically the hot spots of the circuit, but amazingly...
Yeah, turn 1 is like the safer option. Turn 2 is so sharp. Like the exit on that turn is you're literally kissing the wall as you're exiting anyway.
Yeah, the captain said he'd be raging right now after...
No, he seems to have spun round as well. He seems to have spun round. So there's all kinds of action happening across the track here now.
Absolutely never dull moment.
Across the front as well. Payne's Dead's trying to chase down Ali Alia. The main battle seems to... Oh, he's got the DRS. There's a little wobble from Ali Ali, but he managed to hold it well. Payne's Dead in a hot pursuit here. They're going into turn 2, clipping that apex nicely, getting the DRS activated.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out...
Slipstream, not fully taking advantage of the slipstream there. Treyer with the new fastest lap.
Troy A has worked himself steadily within striking distance. He's actually P7 right now, starting from
Oh
P15.
my
As I
God.
said before, he actually last year he qualified P5 and he came and actually won the race. This year he'll be starting P15 and attempting to win the race. That's quite an achievement if he is able to do so.
Well, yeah, that is quite an achievement already. With 6 laps in, the guy's come from P15 and he's already up into the top 10. Looks like Clemmer and Patty Pat are having a little battle down the final sectors, final parts of Sector 1.
Yeah, it was a crazy race earlier. Pulaski was said he was, slammed into in lap 3. Looks like it was a big pile up, and he lost his rear end. And once you lost your rear end, once you lose your rear end, it's basically nothing that can be done.
There's not a lot here with the twists and turns here at Baku. There's not a lot that can be done. But I'm jumping back up now because there's a battle going on between Basil and Boyer. Basil's all over the back of Boyer as they're going down into the home straight. You got F1 there trying to jump on the back, trying to catch the slip of Basil here.
Payne's dad is trying to make a move right now on Ali for the lead as well. So it's coming down to it.
He's missed out on that, but these guys here, they're all over it. They're all over it. Basil's trying to get the move done into turn 1. They're side by side coming out the exit here. It's going to be tight going into turn 2 now.
Basil's
come out Victor here. He's come out the Victor. And he should have the DRS as he's engaged that DRS. But Boyer's trying to hold on with the slipstream. I feel this is going to be the battle to be watching for the next few laps. They're literally to-ing and fro-ing. Side by side. Literally, this is the cleanest race.
Oh, looks like Payne's dead. Is that Payne's dead spin or was that Alfa Romero? Looks like, no, that was Payne's dead spin and hit the wall. Wow.
Wow. That could prove deadly for Payne's.
He was chasing Ali. He was about 0.3 seconds behind Ali, 0.3 of a second behind Ali, and he just lost the back end and hit the wall.
And it has caused another virtual safety car here. So the racing between Boyer and Basil is put to rest for a minute. Only for a minute, though. And it does look like Kai's gone in and changed for his mediums.
Yeah, Pulaski said he wasn't too upset. He said that's racing, It can be frustrating, but glad he's a great sport about it.
Oh, that's great to see because racing's a hard sport. I mean, if you're not you've got to put yourself out there. If you're holding back, you're never really gonna get yourself anywhere. I mean, it's literally a dog-eat-dog world out on track, and you do get your bumps, your scrapes, and your bruises. And if you manage to come home in the car, you're a lucky fella.
Well, the thing about that though, just being season 9 in Prospects E-Racing League, one thing I've noticed after 9 seasons being able to race with people, some people stayed the whole 9, some people come and go, so on and so forth. But after being able to race with people season after season, you start to notice not just the racecraft of a driver, the skill set of a driver, but the character of a driver. You see some people make moves when they don't have to, and so some of it's just racing video games, some of it you can kind of see like, hey, what is with this kind of person? You see some of the consistency of some of these things play out, and you kind of learn a lot about a person behind the wheel or behind a controller as opposed to some of the normal everyday life things.
You definitely do, and a lot of the guys are taking advantage of this virtual safety car right now, going in for fresh shoes.
Well, in that same capacity, even in the real world, I mean, you can interact with a person and really not even know that they have an attitude or a temper until maybe you see them in traffic. And then all of a sudden, this person's totally different behind the wheel of a car than they are sitting behind a religious ceremony or whatnot, or maybe a luncheon, and you see him in a public, polite setting. You're like, oh, this is such a great guy. They might still be a great guy, but they may have a little bit more behind them,
Yeah, you do see a true character of a person when they're behind the wheel of a car. But like you were saying, I've been a part of Prospects for a little while. I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but there's still a lot of the same names in here, and some of these guys are top level at F1, top level.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I have a lot of respect for all of these guys here.
Well, typically, if you look at our tier one and you track like the esports guys, we're typically at maybe about 2 seconds at most. Our top like tier one guys are typically about 2 seconds at the absolute most off of esports. And sometimes I've seen some of our guys. You know, look at some of these circuits, and we'll have a couple guys top seven on a given circuit in the world. It's like, wow, how'd that happen? They may not be the top seven in the world, but on that given circuit, they could potentially be. So you know, you got some guys and girls who we only have one lady, but you know, we are potentially all inclusive. So we have some people here who can race on all levels. We have several tiers. We
Oh
have tier
yeah.
one, tier two, tier three, the academy, and even the realistic tier. So and we have PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So we try to bring us all together.
It's a very diverse and well-known league over here as well. I'm always proud to be a part of Prospects, and I'm honoured to be coming in here with you tonight. To be fair,
Oh, back
but it
at you.
looks like all these guys have they're taking advantage of this very long virtual. Oh, it's a fully blown safety car. My bad, we didn't notice the safety car come out, so I've jumped up with Payne's dead. This
Oh,
next.
we have cover. Nosy hit the wall. Nosy hit the wall coming into turn one. Turn two, I'm sorry, hit the wall. He's out. Wow.
Oh, whoa! Just word coming from the pit wall there, like Chimeras.
Yeah.
He did get wing damage with that contact between
Oh
Tim
boy.
Toretto.
And he almost his teammate Basil swung around the corner, almost hit him. He's like, oh boy. So Basil's got a shot to get some points here. He doesn't have any penalties here in 12th with those hard tires, but boy, it's getting squirrely out here.
Yes, and that is another DNF here. Yes, yes, Captain. This track definitely takes no prisoners. It is one of the most unforgiving tracks on the calendar. But this safety car looks like it's paid off for Payne's Dead. Like they've gone in, repaired the damage, got fresh tyres on, and then they're finding themselves in an absolute peach of a position behind Ali earlier for the restart of this race on the fastest compound tyre.
So who you looking at right now? 9 laps
I'm on
in.
board with Payne's Dead at the minute, but I'm feeling for the restart 'cause it's going to be quite tight. I think I might jump on board with Kai Mears
I'm
for
wondering.
the restart.
I'm wondering if I put the old commentator's curse on Tintoretto. I know it's
Don't
fast.
do it. Don't do it.
Well,
You're a bad
I
man.
already
Don't do
picked him.
it.
I already picked him to win the race. You know, so you know, right now he's struggling for points. He's on the hard tires. He just put him on there. I got faith in Tintoretto, man. I know you can move up the pack, my friend. And it's great to see
Hey,
Patty Pat in here. I ain't seen Patty Pat up in here quite a while. Hey, that's one of our guys here who's a great guy, great personality. He has his own platform. So any of you all who are here with Prospects today, joining with us through Patty Pat's family. So we're just happy to have you guys all here today. Enjoy the races.
yeah.
Top flight guy and rooting for you out here today, Patty Pat. Good to see you back, my friend.
Oh, it's good to see Patty Pat back. It's glad to be back myself as well. I was chatting to Patty Pat not long before the race got underway, and he did hear that I was making an appearance again. So that might be why he might have decided to jump on in. Shows
Yeah,
some support for Love and the Fluff.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, he was a fan favorite. Yeah, I just get kind of busy. A fan favorite over here as well. Whenever I watch other sim races or content creators, you know, my daughter and I like to watch Patty Pat because he's got a daughter of his own, and she seems to kind of run in and out of the room while he's simming, and it doesn't seem to bother him at all. It seems to, if anything, give him some power, and it seems to get a few extra, places on the grid out of it. So, you know, it's inspiring. Great dad out there, Patty Pat. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, he's a great inspiration to the F1. He provides a lot to the community.
Yeah, I tell you, can never have too many great people out there. And Patty Pat gets around to, he's one of those guys that he's not just sitting in the behind the desk. Not that there's anything wrong sitting behind the desk, driving the car, but he gets out there on some of these circuits and meets a lot of these people out there in the actual in the F1 community and whatnot. So it's really great to watch his whole, platform grow and seeing what he's doing with himself. So as he grows, we grow. So you go with your best up, Patty Pat. Love you,
That's
bro.
it. I mean, to be fair, this league, the Prospects, has grown massively since I joined it. Way back. I think it was like season 3 or season 4. We're on season 9 now.
Yeah, we're
And
getting there.
it's grown massively, grown massively. So the
Safety car
safety
in this
car
lap.
is coming in. It's coming in this lap, and I'm gonna jump down to. Oh, I'm gonna jump down to David Boyer, I think. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go at the Pain's Dead. I'm gonna watch Ali Ali get this restart underway.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Now, as they're coming round to the start of the final home straight here, they're weaving. They're trying to get as much heat into the tyres. See if Ali Ali is going to sell the pump fake and try and run away with the restart here.
I got my eye on Troy. I want to see how many places he can make up here. He is really making some phenomenal time. A third of the race, he's made up a third of the places.
Ali Ali has dropped the hammer. Didn't quite catch Payne's Dead out. He's in hot pursuit here. Ali Ali has got nearly half a second gap. He's getting cut down by the second. You got a little battle going on back here with the Ferraris.
Okay, everybody got through. Okay, I thought I seen a little bit of
Now I'm jumping back up to the top two here.
fiber,
Dead is
carbon
gaining
fiber.
on Ali Ali.
Okay, we had a little bit of a contact there between the Williams and the Alpine there, fighting for 8th and 9th spot.
Alright, it's mixing up a little bit back there, but I'm focusing up here because it's really, really tight. You got the two Ferraris battling. You got Troyer's up in the P4.
I told you, you better keep your eye on that, man.
Oh, this is gonna be spicy. Still focusing on these top two right now. Payne's Dead is not letting Ali get away. He's gone down the inside. Seems to have got away with it, going down the back section of Sector 2. See, that faster compound's paid off, but he's got to make it. He's got to make it work because Ali can stay out on this longer compound. You got just coconuts as well on the back end of Ali.
Oh, what do we got down here in section 2? Looks like we got a sudden Alpine and Mercedes Tintoretto
out of the session.
No, he looks like he's got a little bit of he's probably got some connection issues, but I still see his car out there.
Yeah, it might be an AI. It might be an AI. Just come up saying he's out the session. But you got just coconuts going down the inside of Ali. Nice clean move. Ali went wide, but a little bit of contact, but it's still clean. Still clean. They're going into turn 2. This could be deadly. Beast is out of the session. He's out of the session as the yellow flag in sector 3. I don't know what has happened there. I'm so focused on what's going on up here right now. You got Troy all over the back of coconuts. You've got a big battle going on here between P4, P3 and P2. Payne's Dead seems to be running away with it a little bit as he's gained nearly a 2-second gap on Ali. Troy, you said this guy can make it happen, and he's running it from the back. He's got himself up in the P4. He's had to hold back there a little bit on coconuts, but he's still in with a shot. He's not got away too far. As they're going up into the castle section, what's going to happen? Oh, just coconuts clip that inside curb, which could be devastating at times, but he managed to hold it well.
Well, there's no doubt that Coconuts knows that Troy A is behind him. If any driver out there, and Troy's trying to make a move right now. At least he's trying to make Coconuts just a little bit nervous. The one thing Coconuts got advantage of is he raced this race earlier in the week in our realistic tier. He didn't have a great race. He actually didn't even have a great quali. So I kind of felt bad for him because I'm sure he races the realistics here on Monday to get him ready for Tier 1 on Tuesday. So good luck to you out there, Coconut. Fight Troy off, man, if you can. We know what a beast he is, but you ain't no joke. You ain't no joke, sir.
I mean, the gap's getting built there. I'm jumping down to Clemo, who's all over the back and F1 Nerd. There's a little battle going on between Basil, Clemo and F1 Nerd. By the looks of it, it's the closest battle that's going on track right now. Clemo's backed off the back of Nerd right now. He's got the DRS engaged. Troyer's up in the third. He's made it happen. But he's got a lot of work to do to catch the guys. Clemo's made the move on Nerd. He's made it stick.
Yeah,
It's all
Troy.
happening back here. It's all happening back here at the minute.
Yeah, Troy's about a just under a second behind Allie in DRS range. So it's going to be interesting to see how Allie's able to keep him up. And he started to break the race off on pole, and right now to be finding himself fighting for his life here in P2, it's got to be a little frustrating for him.
But it's not quite. It's not quite straightforward for Traore, our current championship leader. If he gets past Ali, he's still got to chase down Payne's Dead, who's gaining a lead as it's just getting bigger by the second. By the time he manages to get past Ali, could be up to 5 seconds.
Boy,
I've jumped
Coconut.
up the Traore. I've jumped up there because he's all over the back as they're coming down through 18, 19. And 20 as they're hitting that back straight. He's in DRS range. He's closed the gap down a hell of a lot as he's all over the slipstream of Ali. Is he going to try and make the move here in the turn one? Of course he is. He's having a look down the inside now. He's gone past him with ease, like he's just stood still. So Trey is up into P2. He's got a mammoth battle ahead of him now. He's got nearly 4.5 seconds to chase down a Payne's Dead. But this battle back here between Clemo, David Boyer and Basil is spicing up. You've got F1 Nerd there. You've got Total Carney at the back of it. I mean, you've got it happening all across the board here. These guys are literally fighting for the points. But it does look like Clemo's getting away. Getting away ever so slightly as they're going into the castle section. He's trying to chase down Kai Mears.
Paint is doing a good job of maintaining his distance over Troy. He's got about a 3.8 second lead, and it's been like that for about half a lap.
He is cutting it down slowly. Payne's Dead is on the faster compound, but there can't be that much life left in the tyres.
Well, he's only got 6 laps to run off on him, so he might get another. He might get another 6 laps, another 6 to 8 laps out of those hards. I'm thinking out of those mediums. I'm thinking he'll probably get about 15 laps out of them, maybe.
Basil's having a look down the inside of Boyer here. He's got him as they're going down into turn one. Is it going to stick? I'm watching the battle here between 9, 8, 7. Oh, there's a spin into turn one. Who was that? Oh, wrong way. Oh, that was Total Carney. That's unfortunate for him. He was right in amongst it between this pack here.
He didn't lose any wings or anything, so he didn't hit a wall. He just had a spin, and he was able to get back control of it.
But this is a spicy battle here between Boyer, Basil, and Clemo. Boyer and Basil have been battling most of this race, if you remember. Oh,
Basil's one that
contact as they go into castle. Luckily, no one got taken out of the race there. That was so sketchy. Yeah, boy, it does look like he's been holding Nerd off for a little bit as well. But he's having a look on the inside here. Let's see what's going to happen. Side by side. David's got the edge as he's coming out of turn one. Hopefully Nerd just plays it nice and cool here. He's got the DRS. DRS is out. David's just pulled away there. He must have hit his ERS button. It's like he had a rocket underneath that hood. See, this looks like a pretty even battle between these guys. They're both on the same lifespan of tyre, both on 8-lap-old hard compound tyres here.
Oh, looks like
the race seems to be going pretty smooth at the minute. We've had one fully blown safety car, a couple virtual safeties, not too many casualties. Oh, Nerd run it as wide as he possibly could there.
Who is that? Looks like Clemmer. Clemmer spinned in the Red Bull. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Clemmo. Hopefully he didn't get much damage there because his truck is so unforgiving.
Looks like his wings are good.
So punishing.
His wings look fine, but man, he's got to be frustrated. That knocked him back to ninth, but he's got a nice lead over Carney.
It looks like Nerd's going to be lining up David again. Is it going into turn one? Oh, what's going to happen here? We're going side by side. Oh.
There's a little bit of contact.
They've held it as they get into turn two. Nerd's holding it. He's holding his line. That's so clean. It's so easy for it to go wrong there into turn two. David again, he's on the gas. He's gone. If you keep your eye on the top two, like this part of the race where they're on different compound tyres and they're both 9 laps old each. This is where you're going to see Troye actually close that gap. What happened to Beast? There's all kinds of carnage going on. There was a pile up in turn 2.
Beast, we lost. No, we lost Beast about 3. We lost Beast about 3 laps ago.
Oh really? I'm just so excited. I can't concentrate on everything. I'm like, oh my god. Oh no, David's DNF'd. He spun as he's come out of that turn and he's hit the wall. DNF'd. There's a full-blown safety car by the looks of it. Poor David. Him and Nerd were having such a good battle. I feel for him. I really feel for him. That was mental. I can't believe what I just seen. Oh, David. No, David, no. Oh, Baku claims another big name here in prospects.
Yeah, I tell you.
Everyone's making the most of this safety car, jumping straight in for new tyres. Payne's Dens opted for softs. That's very aggressive. I mean, we're in the later stages now of this race. By the time the safety car comes in, what we're looking at now, lap 18, 8 laps left. We could potentially have 6 or 7 racing laps left of this race. So softs could be quite aggressive. It could work.
I think he would have to be dependent on another safety car to help extend the life of those tires because there's no way they're gonna last 8 or 9 laps.
It's gonna guarantee to be out for a lap 2 maximum. Everyone diving into the pits for fresh tyres. The back runners are about a 30-second difference. So by the time they all line back up again, it could pay off. It could pay off. I mean, it's a bit spicy, it's a bit risky, but he who dares could possibly win.
Maybe.
But that all said and done, he's got a fully sound and pump fake with Troyo, who, may I add, started in P15 who's grinded his way up to P2 in this race. Yeah, there was some great defending there by Boyer. It's so unfortunate that he come out of this corner here and he's hit the wall. That's so unfortunate. I feel bad for him.
Looks like Ferrari's going to extend its lead over McLaren. They were only up 5 points on the construction over McLaren, but with Knowsley out, and Basil had to hold his own. And Basil is number 2 in our championship standing, and knowingly was about number 5. But without him being in the hunt right now, Basil's going to have a hard way to go to do it by himself. So PeRL's in good shape. So looking at race leader, we got Payne's dead, followed by Troy, and Ali in 3rd, Kai in 4th, followed by Just Coconuts in 5th, Basil in 6th, followed by one of the coolest names in sim racing, F1 Nerd, followed by Clemo in 8th, Total Carney in 9th, Patty Pat in 10th, Ken Toretto in 11th, and we've lost just about 5 cars. David Boyer, our beast, who's our Suzuki driver, Noinsley, and Mythbusters. So, and we also lost Pulaski. So we've lost. I'm sorry. So we've lost 5 drivers. So we still have 11 left with 7 laps to go.
Well, it's definitely going to be a spicy finish to this race here at Baku. Hopefully the safety car comes in soon. I want it to come in this lap. This could pay off for Payne's dead. It could pay off for him on the faster tyre, but it all depends on if he can manage it under the safety car.
Safety cars should probably be in this lap. This is really going to be a shootout with 7 laps left. You're going to have a lot of folks who feel like they've got a shot at this because we see how much carnage that can happen in a short amount of time. You know, you have one person have a slip up on the turn. Next thing you know, you got a 5-car jam out there, and there's only 11 cars left. So anything can happen here with the last few laps remaining.
Oh, Payne's dead's taking himself out the race on the safety car. Oh my God! What have we just witnessed?
You know what? That just reminds me of Payne's dad that just took himself out. As my man Fluff has said, just yesterday I was watching the 2018 Azerbaijan race where Roman Grosjean was on a safety car heating his tires up and hit a wall just like that. Took Payne's dad out of the points.
Just witnessed? What did we just witness under the safety car? I mean, the safety car is going to be out for a little bit longer now. Who's
that took him right out of the points. Who's going to make the
most of that one? Is anyone going to dive in for the softs? Anyone going to be cheeky?
So these gentlemen are asking, well, these gentlemen drivers, shall I say, you know, what's worse? Is it worse to have a crash on lap 18 or lap 26 in this case, or lap 1?
Right, any lap really.
To DNF, to DNF on the first lap or the last, which one is the worst?
Definitely the most painful has to be lap 26.
Yeah, I think so too, because you really feel as if you really, I mean, you were in it, right, all the way through. You know, lap 1 is disgusting as it feels. At least you feel like, man, you just feel like you just want to just erase the whole thing from your mind. But lap 26, you feel like, I don't know if you can ever lose the taste.
Definitely.
Poor Paige, I tell you. That's all right, Paige. You'll get it next time, sir. All right, Total Carney is the only soft tire user out there.
He's gone in for the cheeky one. It might work. But the man that's raced it from pretty much at the back has been gifted P1. It's provisional P1. They're under safety car conditions, and he is the championship leader here at Prospects.
Yeah, but you know what? Even what's it? Ayrton Senna has crashed into the wall in Monaco on his favorite circuit from the lap lead and not won a race. Now, Troy, as amazing as he is, he has not won every race, and he knows that to be true as well. So he's gonna have to finish it out there on the track. They ain't gonna give it to him. You heard that, Troy? I'm just kidding, sir. Please train me later.
You just giving him the commentator's curse right now. Right, so the safety car is coming in
Nah,
this
he's a
lap.
bad boy.
The safety car is coming in this lap, and I'm on board with Troye's teammate Kai Mears in the Ferrari as they're weaving, trying to get as much heat as they can into that tyre for the restart. So let's see what Troye is going to. I can't pronounce his name. I just physically can't do it. Let's see what your man's going to do here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's slowing it up. He's slowing it up. When's he going to drop it? When's he going to drop it? Is he going to catch him napping? Oh, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. He didn't quite catch him napping. Oh, this looks spicy going into turn one here. Oh, oh, everyone's made it out.
Everyone got through. All right.
It looks like this is going to be one hell of a battle. But going all the way down the pack to even Carney in P8 on the soft tyres. He's on the faster tyre. He's got 5 laps worth of racing to do on those tyres. This could have paid off for him. Oh no, Basil's round!
Oh, we lost Basil!
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Basil.
No, we didn't lose it.
Race,
we did not lose it.
He's lost his wing. He's lost his wing. Basil! No! It's another big name in prospects that's been claimed here at Baku tonight.
No, he ain't claimed yet. He's still out there fighting for points, and no one has penalties. No one has penalties. Of all of our 10 remaining drivers.
Nerd's just got a penalty. 3-second
my
penalty
goodness.
for multiple warnings.
Sorry, Nerd. My bad, bro.
Classic commentator's curse there. I'm still watching Kai Mears trying to chase down Ali Ali. Got himself up into P3s.
Hey, don't count Kai out now.
Position so far. Don't ever count Kai out.
Hey, there's a reason why Ferrari is #1 in construction. Troye is not doing it alone. Kai can't drive that vehicle too now.
We need to stop talking about people because we're just making it happen for them. Do you know what I mean? I feel bad. Commentator's curse strikes again. But just to say, Troye's actually gained a 2.3 second lead in the one lap that they've restarted this race in. He's literally trying to run away with it. He's set the fastest lap in the race so far of a 141.601. I mean, this guy is a force to be reckoned with here in Tier 1 by the looks of it.
I mean, he's only a second off from what was set in quality, and he's got 5 or 6 laps worth of fuel in his car. So, on 4-lap old medium tire, this guy's not human.
He is definitely not of this planet. I mean, the gaps are slightly forming. Looks like there's going to be a battle between Total Carney and F1 Nerd in a minute. Those softs are paying up. He's gained a couple positions.
And just Coconuts is staying after Kai.
We are so privileged to watch this. I mean, this is such a spicy end to a good race.
Basil came out on the softs. 32 seconds behind, but still in the points.
Everyone here is a winner, guys. Everyone bags themselves a point.
Oh, looks like just Coconuts. I don't know if he hit the wall or if he grazed the wall. That looked really close. That looked really close for Coconuts.
Carrying any damage, he must have been pushing it to the edge. Must have been pushing it to the edge, but he's still gaining on Kai.
Come on, Coconuts. Get on out there.
Down into the back straight.
Is he gaining? Yes, he is gaining.
Oh, Kai's getting away with it. It looks like he's pushed his ERS button.
Not really. He's just getting after it.
Total Carney's done the move on
DRS is enabled.
Down the back straight.
Here comes Nerd.
They're going into turn one. Total Carney's got the lead. He's holding it.
Boy, that wall is close.
That soft strategy is going to pay off for him here. Let's see if he can make it work, as there's 3 laps left of racing here at Baku.
Boy, it's a lot of cars. 3 cars racing for that 6th spot. Nerd, Clemmer, and Patty Pat, they are fighting it out. No, Patty Pat, I'm sorry, way back there in the back. That's Total Carney, Nerd, and Clemmer.
F1 Nerd, Clemmo. There's battles all across the board. Chat is cheering on Kai Mears, the current leader's teammate in the Ferrari. He's putting in a valiant effort. He had an aggressive...
Captain said, let's go, Kai, what's up? Captain said, let's go.
Aggressive strategy with the softs at the start. And it's
Let's
paid
jump
off.
in with Kai.
He's got himself a P3 right now, but just Coconuts is trying to rein him in.
Let's jump in with Kai and move some of this other stuff out of the way. Just check out the
It looked
beautiful
like Kai
graphics.
just clipped the wall slightly in Castle. It could have been sparks from that undercarriage, but
Yeah, it didn't look like he hit
Coconuts
a
is
wing.
coming up the back of him now. He's coming all over the back of him. Trying to catch that slipstream. But I'm just watching the Delta of Total Carney though. He is catching on these guys. That soft strategy is starting to pay off for him. They're coming through the fast F section of 18 and 19. The Mickey Mouse corner of 20. As they're hitting down the green mile, as I like to call it.
Have a look at Kai and Coconut. Coconut's make.
Kai's flashing red. He's out of ERS. Just Coconut's got down the outside. They're going to have
Great
a battle
move.
here as they're going into turn one.
Arts and sportsmanship. You see this great sportsmanship of Kai. Once he knew he was beaten on the straight, just to slide behind Coconuts and let him make the move. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Well,
Fierce competitors. Fierce competitors, but absolute gentleman drivers. I love it. Freaking love it.
Oh, I love it. It's great sportsmanship out here on track tonight. I mean, it is a DRS battle between these guys, between Ali, just Coconuts and Chimera as we're coming down into the closing laps of this race here tonight.
Yeah, I think Troy may have stopped by Walmart. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. He could have, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's doing an Amazon pickup or something. Because that man is gone.
I don't know. But like, we do have a.
Oh, we lost F1 Nerd. Oh, Nerd.
We lost F1 Nerd.
Oh, Nerd. Oh, Nerd. Oh, Nerd. Hey, but you only have to complete 90% of the race to get points, so F1 Nerd should get points. Even we're in the 26th lap, you should get points out of that F1. Hey, we're not going to let the coolest name in F1 and in F1 sim racing go in vain, let me tell you. F1 sim.
That is a very cool name. That is a very
F1
cool
Nerd.
name.
That's just too cool, man. Let me tell you.
This is too cool.
All right, what are we looking at? Just Coconuts and Kai.
This battle. Yeah, that's what I'm watching up here. Just Coconuts and Kai. As just Coconuts is trying to chase down Ali. As they're coming into the second DRS part of the track.
Uh-oh. Coconuts is trying to gain up. He's getting a little closer.
He is. Ali hasn't got the DRS advantage, unfortunately. Is he having a look on the inside?
Coconuts on the inside.
He decided he thought better of that. He's going to be patient. There's 2 laps left
barely scraped the wall.
You don't want to chance it this late into the race. Just got to sit back, be patient, pick your moments.
Pick your spot. You may only have 1 moment left.
Oh, Ali, that red light.
Oh, Ali tapped the wall.
Oh, that red light is flashing. He is out of ERS.
He tapped the wall again. Is he feeling the pressure? Is Coconuts making him crack? Ali, are you feeling the pressure of Coconuts breathing down your neck? Because you know that Haas is not going to let you go. Y'all better recognize this. America's in F1 now. America is in F1. Representing in the Haas. Get on down, Coconuts. Better look out for Kai, though, because he ain't out of this race.
Kai is all over the back of it. He's going to pick up the pieces of this battle. This is definitely a couple of intense final laps here tonight. What a race we've witnessed here tonight. What a race.
Absolutely. And look at Total Carney slide up quietly in the P5 on them soft tires. I tell you, we see you sneaking up there.
He's made some moves. He's made it work for him, but he's a little too far off this lead pack that we're watching right now. But he's made it work for him. What a strategy there by Carney.
All right, Coconuts looks like Ali's got him lined up here on the straightaway, on that back straightaway. He
is. He's caught the slip. He's going down the inside. He's out of VRS. Coconuts has got the DRS.
Got him.
Is Kai gonna pick up the pieces of this? Or is
got the move done. Just Coconuts is driving.
Kai needs to get himself back into DRS range.
His wheels are. I tell you, hey, if it wasn't for Troy A, Just Coconuts has moved up 10 spots. You know, he is really lighting the house on fire. He's letting you know what we can expect of Haas.
He has had an incredible race tonight.
No doubt.
His teammates watching it
Look at the fans up there in the
in the
stands.
pits. He's watching, he's screaming, "Let's go, Coco, Team Haas all the way." He's bagged himself P2 if he can hold it together. They're in the final stages of this lap now.
Tintoretto's still blinking out. That must be his AI. I mean, it must be AI, as he says. Probably a computer, because he's a lot faster than that. Had that been him out there, he'd probably be doing a little better. Why not? You
Yeah,
never know. Hey,
it
why
might
not?
not
You
have just
never
been this
know.
race, but
Hey,
at
we
the
all had those
start of
moments.
the show tonight, he's coming round the last couple of corners in sector 2. Is Troye. Hats off to him. Started P15. He's made it work for himself. He's worked from the back. He's kept it
Yeah.
calm. He's kept it cool, and he's kept it collective.
You
And
know,
he's
I thought.
bagged himself the win here at Baku tonight. As we're going to skip up to him and watch him take the last couple corners as he comes down the green mile to the start-finish straight, bringing it home, swerving away, having a little celebration to himself.
That's what I'm
Hats
talking
off to
about.
you, Troye.
Troy
You
in the
take the
house.
victory here tonight,
Got her
and you look
done.
like you just coconuts coming across the line in P2. Ali
Coconuts?
has made it home in P3. Kai Mears in P4.
That's what I'm
What
talking
a
about, Kai.
valiant effort by these guys tonight.
Trying to
Then you
kind of
got
getting it done.
Total Carney getting it done in P5. What an amazing final strategy there from Total Carney. What a race. What a race. If you had to pick a driver of the day, who would your driver of the day be tonight?
I don't even think it's fair. I mean, is it fair to say, Troy? You know, some people would say that Michael Jordan didn't get enough MVPs, and I'm not one of those people because I'm a Kobe fan. But you know, I think I would have to go. I would have to go out and say, you know, Troy would absolutely be my driver today. But you know, if I was to have an honorable mention, I've got to give it up to Coconuts too, and because this guy, you know, gained 10 spots, but Troy gained 15 spots in one race on this particular circuit. That's just phenomenal driving.
Yeah, like hats off to Troye. Like he will be my driver of the day. Also, couple of honourable mentions. Obviously, Just Coconuts had a fabulous race. What a finish for him. Got P2. My other honourable mention is Kai Mears. He unfortunately missed out on the podium there. But I'll just give you a quick rundown here. So obviously you've got the man of
And
the
great
hour,
drive you too,
Troye in
Ali Ali.
P1. Just Coconuts in P2. Ali Ali in P3. Kai Mears pulling it up in P4. Total Carney had amazing then strategy there in P5. Clemo in P6. Patty Pat in P7. Tintoretto in P8. Basil in P9. And F1 Nerd in P10. Patty Pat has had a silent good race. He's clawed his way up into the points as well. All round for me up in the commentary box. I don't know about you, Artistic, but I thoroughly enjoyed that race.
Absolutely. I would have enjoyed seeing it standing on my screen because it kept spinning on me, telling me it was loading or something weird. So I'm glad to see that you were able to go through the grid and give everyone their props, you know, for having such an outstanding race. But it was wonderful having you back. Seeing people like Patty Pat back on the grid too was a joy. So, you know, looking forward to seeing a lot more of you, sir.
Oh, my man, it's a pleasure to be back. And what a race I got to witness the comeback. I was a little bit nervous at the start. Obviously, I haven't done this for a while, but boy, if I wanted to make a comeback anywhere, it'd be here at Prospects.
Hey, you know, we're absolutely happy to have you.
So,
So I'm sure
on
our
that
fans are
note,
as
guys,
well.
the race is over. The race is over. What a race we witnessed. I'm going to end it here. And it's been a hell of a race. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I hope to see you guys again here at Prospects Racing League. So, from me, good night all. Big respect. Take it easy.
Hey, back at you. Love you guys, and see you here tomorrow. Have a great evening. Well, see you here tomorrow with Tier 2. Same time, 10 o'clock British Standard Time. Prospect
10
Racing League.
p.m.
Yep. Week
10 p.m.
week
Tier 2
9.
here at Baku.
Wait, Tier 9. Wait, Season 9. Week 7. Yeah, that's what it is. All
Round
right.
7, that's it. So, from me, the Fluff, it's good night. See you later, Artistic. Good night. God bless everyone.
Good night, Fluff. See you guys. Bye.
Oh my damn, that was fucking awesome.